Welcome, my friends, to another episode, Friday Night Frights. Yes, it's Saturday, so it be scary Saturday. Vampire, sorry it's so late. You guys, if you followed Joe Motion Video 82, his toys, mentioned that there's a little upset here in Castle Vampire. Well, actually, it's Castle Sarcon. That's Vampire's last name, Sarcon. It's been a very rough week for us. So, kind of a sad week, but we're not going to get into that. Favorite bat of ours died. Not going to get into it. But going to be reading from Scary Stories Down the Dark. So that should cheer things up. But it's we've been just very busy doing lots of things, going around, doing busy stuff here at the castle, making things clean and ready for the Halloween day and season. It's already the season, but for the day, it's all about the candy and the kids coming around the begging for the candy. Oh boy, it's good stuff. Yes, it is. Vampire loves the candy day. The Vampire going to Halloween party tonight. Yes, good Halloween party. Vampire likes a good Halloween party. So anyway, we're going to be reading for more Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark by Alan Schwartz and drawings by Stephen Gomel. Yes. Oh, this good one called The Bride. Yeah, look at the scary picture by Stephen. Mr. Stephen, you good artist. Vampire has future bride coming from army. Yes, she fighting in the army right now. Yes, good woman. Very good woman. She's strong on vampire. And not saying much for a vampire. Yeah, she shoot the guns and wear the funny army hats, and I can't see her when she's in front of trees. Can you believe that? I thought I could disappear. But she gets in front of the trees with the funny clothes, and I can't find her. I was like, where are you, Mrs. Future Vampire? I can't find her. And she comes out, hi. I was like, oh, there she is. Oh boy, she's good. She's good at camouflaging. I got to learn that trick from her. Okay, but anyway, this is called The Bride. The minister's daughter had just gotten married. Oh. After the wedding ceremony, there was a great feast with music and dancing, contests and games, and even children's games. Oh yeah, got to have the games for the kids, keep them entertained. Either that or they start spilling the punch and putting their fingers in the cake and just ruining everything. You ever see that at the wedding? The kids put their fingers in the cake and like that. Oh, they'll ruin the good, expensive wedding cake. So they got to playing hide and seek. That was my favorite game, hide and seek. People play hide and seek for me all the time. When I'm out there on the prowl, they hide from old vampire and I seek after them. But they don't know that I could see in the dark. And I could hear the heart beat. Well, I always find them. The bride decided to hide in her grandfather's trunk up in the attic. That's right. They'll never find me there, she thought. As she climbed into the trunk and the lid came down and cracked her on the head. Crack. Uh-oh. Little foreshadowing there, vampire think. And she fell unconscious inside, and the lid slammed shut and locked. How does the lid lock on a trunk? Never figured that one out. They always have a little padlock on them. No one ever knew how long she called out for help. She was knocked out. She didn't call out for help at all. Or how hard she struggled to free herself from that tomb. It wasn't a tomb, it was a trunk. Get it right. Everyone in the village searched for her, and they looked almost everywhere, almost except for the trunk. After a week, the brand new bride and groom and all others gave up hope. Well, the brand new bridegroom, gave up hope. That's okay. He had a very large insurance policy on her anyway. And the others gave her up for Lost. Good TV show. Actually, they gave her up to be cast on Lost. Years later, maid went up into the attic for something she needed, and she smelled something, a terrible stink. Oh, she said, what, a raccoon die up here? Maybe it was in the trunk, she thought. She opened it and screamed. Oh, what did she find? There lay the missing bride in the wedding dress. But by then, she was already skeleton. No kidding. She's been up there for how long? Yes, she's going to be skeletonized. My goodness, what a story that was. See, I threaten people like that. They get to be a little bit snippy or irritating at work. And I say, I'm going to put you in the box and help people look for you. Yes. All right, next one. Rings on her fingers. Uh-oh, this sounds like a good one. See that? More Stephen Gomel. Look at that. Neato archway. Yeah, Vampire has plenty of those going into Castle Sharkon. Yes. Those are pretty neat. They grow vines and stuff on them. Yeah, I have those plastic skulls hanging on mine. Say rings on her fingers, diamonds on her fists, big old gold bracelets dangling from her wrists. She has long painted fingernails, diamonds in her teeth, long batting eyelashes. I bet her husband was a thief. I just wrote that. You like it? Okay, real story coming right here. Okay, Daisy Clark had been in a coma for more than a month when the doctor said that she had finally died. She was buried on a cool summer day. Definitely wasn't Arizona. In a small cemetery about a mile from her home. May she always rest in peace, her husband said. Rest in peace. They said that about me too. Then I woke up. But she didn't. Late that night, a grave robber with a shovel and a lantern began to dig her up. His profession was called a resurrectionist. He's going to dig her up and sell her to a medical school. Yes, so they could learn how to examine the body and learn more about the anatomy. Since the ground was still soft, he quickly reached into the coffin and opened it up. He opened the lid, she shook her fist and said, "Whatever happened to Transylvania Twist?" Good song. His hunch was right. Daisy had been buried wearing... What was she wearing? 2 valuable rings. Wedding ring with a diamond in it. And a ring in a ruby that glowed as if it were alive. Oh, those are special kind of rubies. Yeah. Those deep, dark red rubies. Yes. A thief got down on his knees and reached into the coffin to get the rings. And they were stuck fast on her fingers. How did they stick fast? Is it super glued? So he decided that the only way to get them off was to cut them off her fingers with a knife. That's a crime. He's already robbing the grave. Now he's going to desecrate human remains? That dude's a freaking felon. But when he cut into the finger of the finger with the wedding ring on it, it began to bleed. Yeah, it will. If she wasn't embalmed, a little bit of blood would come out because it's still in the body. Okay, so don't freak out. And Daisy Clark began to stir. What's she stirring? She making soup? Oh. Okay, Daisy Clark is making soup in the grave. Suddenly she sat up terrified. The thief screamed and scrambled to his feet and accidentally kicked over a lantern and it went out. He could hear Daisy climb out of the grave as she moved past in the dark. He stood there frozen with fear, clutching the knife in his hands. When Daisy saw him, she pulled her shroud around and asked, "Well, who are you?" When the grave robber heard the corpse speak, he ran. Daisy shrugged her shoulders and walked on, never once looked back. But in his fear and confusion, the thief fled in the wrong direction. He pitched headlong into her grave and fell on his knife. "Serves you right, you jackass." Sorry. And stabbed himself while Daisy walked away home, and the thief bled to death. At least they're not wasting a good grave, right? You kick some dirt on him, say, "Ah, he's good man." No, he's rotten. Sucker, he tried stabbing Daisy's finger. All right, see you later, Harry. Gonna miss you. Kick dirt on him and close the grave and be done with him. So Daisy's going home to her husband, give him heart attack, and the bank is going to come back and say, or the insurance company's going to come back and say, "We want our money," because she's alive. And he's going to say, "Hey, sorry, man, I'm already leaving like a king." So they're going to confiscate everything. All right, next one called the drum. There's no illustration for this one. Once there were 2 sisters. Yeah, I knew the 2 sisters. Dolores was 7 and Sandra was 5. That kept on getting into my orchards and stealing my apples. Can you believe that? I like apple cider, but how can I make apple cider when they keep on stealing my apples? They lived in a small house in the country with their mother and their baby brother. Baby brother, good boy. Yeah, old vampire always come by, give him suckers and stuff, and that neat baby boy loves suckers, boy. He get his face all sticky. Yeah, it's pretty neat watching neat baby boy. His name was Arthur. Yeah, I call him Art. Hey, Art, what's up, buddy? He smiled. Oh, yeah, and start laughing and stuff. These two babies are so nice. Their father was a seaman, and he was away on a long voyage. Yeah, he's a sailor. He was. Still is. One day, Dolores and Sandra were running across the field near their house when they met a gypsy girl playing a drum. Drum, 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 dum, 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 dum. Yep, her family was camping in the field for a few days. And the girls played a little mechanical man, and the woman came out with a drum and danced. Dolores and Sandra had never seen such a drum. They begged the girl to give it to them. Oh, no, that's just kids being kids, right? She looked at them and laughed. Well, I gave it to you, she said. But only if you are really bad. That's how they started stealing my apples, was over that stupid drum. Come back tomorrow. Tell you how to be bad. And I will see. As soon as the two sisters got home, they started shouting, which was against the rules in their house. And when they wrote all over the walls with crayons, like cock-a-doodle and stinky and fart and booger, stuff like that. Oh, they were writing really bad stuff on the wall and drawing pictures of people peeking their noses and doggies peeing on fire hydrants, stuff that would make their mommy mad. And at supper, they spilled their food. You don't do it. That's a waste of food, man. Don't waste your food. I always finish my corpses after I get done draining them of blood. Go to the last drop. They're like Maxwell House. And when it was time for bed, they wouldn't go. I know that feeling. Vampire didn't like go to bed either when I was little. They did everything they could to upset their mother. They were really bad. Oh, that for a stupid drum. Early the next morning, they hurried off to find the gypsy girl. We were really bad yesterday, they said, so please give us the drum. But when they told her what they had done, the gypsy girl laughed. I do that every day, that's nothing. Oh, you must be much worse than that. If I am to give you the drum, she said. As soon as Dolores and Sandra got home, they pulled up the flowers in the garden, you rotten little girls. And they let the pig out. Who let the pigs out? Who let the pig out? That's a good song. Think Vampire going to copyright. And they chased it away. Who's going? No more bacon. You let your breakfast go. And they tore their clothes. They sloshed in the mud. And they were a lot worse than the day before. And if you do not stop, their mother said, I will take away, and I will go and take Arthur with me, and you will get a new mother with glass eyes and a wooden tail. What kind of threat is that? Shoot, that's nothing. That scared Dolores and Sandra. They loved their mother and they loved Arthur. They could not imagine being without them. And they began to cry. They didn't want to leave. I don't want to leave you, their mother said, but unless you change your behavior, I will have to leave you. Well, we'll be good, the girls promised, yet they did not really believe that their mother would go away. She's just trying to scare us. Dolores said, "We'll get that drum tomorrow," said Sandra. "Then we'll be good again." Early the next morning, they rushed off to see the gypsy girl, and they found her. She was playing the drum again. Drum, 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 drum. Yep, that's what they were playing. Imperial March with Darth Vader. And the little man and woman were dancing. That they told Gypsy Girl that they had been bad the day before, and that they must be bad enough to get the drum, they said. "Oh no," Gypsy Girl said, "you don't mess with gypsies. They're pretty slick. We have them all over Romania. Just don't mess with them. Seriously, they're good people, but they're slick." "Oh no," said Gypsy Girl, "you must be much worse than that. But we promised our mother to be good from now on," said the girls. "If you really want the drum," said Gypsy Girl, "you must be much worse." "I hope you're right," said Sandra. As soon as they got home, "Oh no, don't even go there, girls. No, oh, he's hurt vampire. What is it? Last week somebody did this. Oh, seriously, they beat their dog. No. What do I say in the video? Be nice to your puppies and your kitties. They know nothing but unconditional love. And these two little brats, they beat their dog. Don't hurt your puppies and your kitties or any animal." And they beat their dog. I'm going to beat them when I see them next. I'm going to stuff them in a box with that guy and put them in an empty grave. Holy cow, they beat their dog. That's vampire. This is a scary story, man. And I'm not going to say what they beat their dog with. That's just bad. They broke the dishes. They tore their clothes again. They spanked their baby brother, Arthur. Oh, those girls are going to get vampire size 14 boot right up their backside, and so they can floss their teeth with the laces. And their mother began to cry. "Why are you not keeping your promise?" she said. "We'll be good," said Dolores. "We promise," said Sandra. "I can't wait no longer," said the mother. "Please try." Early the next morning, before her mother was awake, Dolores and Sandra ran to see the Gypsy Girl, and they told all about the bad things that they had done. "We were horrid," said Sandra. "Oh, you dang right you were horrid, little brat." "We were even worse than before," said Dolores. "Can we have the drum now, please?" "No," said Gypsy Girl. "I never meant to give it to you. It was just a game we were playing. See, I told you gypsies are slick." "I thought you knew that." Dolores and Sandra began to cry. They rushed home quickly as they could, but their mother and Arthur were gone. They were out shopping. Yeah, their mom was looking for a big wooden spoon for them. Oh, Vampire's mom used to use a wood spoon. Oh, okay, but anyway, they were out shopping, said Dolores. They'll be back soon. And they were still not back when it was lunchtime. But pause. Yeah, oh, Vampire's mom used to use spoon. Vampire, big wood spoon. What did your mom use on you? Oh, man, we saw that spoon come out. I was like, oh, man. Oh, Vampiro's mom got spoon after me the other day, though. Just playing. She just got me. We were cooking, and she whacked me with the spoon. Ah, brought back bad memories. Vow. Ouch. It's the one with the little slotted spoon with the little hole in the middle of it. You know what that little hole in the middle of the wooden spoon is for? It's to measure spaghetti for portion size. Okay, anyway, Dolores felt lonely and scared. They wandered through the fields the rest of the day. Maybe they'll be home before when we get back, said Dolores. When they got home, they saw through the window and the lamps were not lit. There was a fire in the fireplace, but they did not see their mother and Arthur. But instead, there was a new mother. Her glass eyes glistening and her wooden tail thumping on the floor. There's more artwork by Mr. Gamel. Oh yeah, Mr. Gamel, good artwork guy. Yep, you mess around with mom, you get glass eye wood tail woman at your house. So don't be bad, kids. Seriously, be nice to your mothers and your puppies and your kitties. You know what happens when you're bad to your dad? You just get smacked across the room. But anyway, thank you. Thank you so much for being patient with Vampire and Joe Motion. It has been a really, really rough week for us. But things start looking up for us. It's getting better. Yeah, it is. It's looking better for us. You guys have been very wonderful with leaving us those nice kind messages on Joe Motion's Toy Talk video thing with the G.I. Joes. So anyway, I hope you enjoy scary stories telling the dark, especially about the girls beating up their dog. They deserve the glass eye woman just for that one. Goodness, just leave your puppies alone, man. You love them and you hold them and play ball with them. You don't beat them up. That hurt Vampiro's heart reading that one. Oh, goodness. But anyway, you guys, you take care. You do. Vampire loves you. Wants to see you around. See you around for more scary stories telling the dark and talk funny stuff in the stories I do, and want you to be healthy. Okay, nasty cold flu season come around. You got to wash your hands. Okay, first line of defense. And if you want to, go get your flu shot and vitamin C. Get yourself some vitamin C. Yeah, it's good stuff, vitamin C. Eat the oranges and the apples and your fruits and the vegetables and your water. You know, just eat healthy. Got to stay safe out there, guys. And remember, be nice to everybody around you. You never know what kind of day somebody's having. Need to be the kindness does go a very, very long way. It does. It helps when somebody's feeling bad and you say hi to them or talk to them. It makes them feel better. And be nice to your puppies and your kitties, like I said. Because, okay, you don't want Vampire come after you like I did in days of old with the werewolves. And be kind to yourself. You deserve it. You really do. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. You're special people. my friends, you deserve to be treated with respect. Respect yourself, and others will respect you. Okay, and I suggest that you buy these book series. Scary Stories Tell in the Dark. It's a set of 3 books. Very fun. You could get them on that internet computer thing, on this store. I don't know how they get the store inside the computer, but it's called the Amazon. I've been to the Amazon. It's a jungle. I don't know how they get the jungle inside the computer, but they do. And I paid like $6.95 for that. American dollars, $6.95 for that 3-book set. It's very good books, but you don't have to take my word for it. But I've been reading them to you, so you know. I read them every year. So anyway, you guys take care. We'll see you next week. Actually, I'll be coming up, so we'll be reading our annual Disney's Headless Horseman, or Disney's Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Okay, that good story about the Ichabod Crane and Headless Horseman and Brahms Bones. Wolf hair. Got hair in my mouth from my last victim. And Brahms Bones and that fair Katrina Von Tassel. You know, we be reading that book. Halloween night. Okay. You guys take care. Love you much. Okay, bye-bye.